Hello Pisces, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, here to do your weekly read from September the 10th to the 16th. I am a day late, but I'm not going to make a lot of excuses for that. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you for joining me on this journey. I'm very humbled by your presence. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, please click the subscribe button below so you can get your weekly, daily and monthly updates. I'm using the Julia Massaglia After Tarot. And if you want to have more information on me or you want to know more about me, get a personal reading, then you can see all that information below in the description box. But I am on most other social platforms. Okay, here comes your reading, Pisces. Let's move you around a little bit. Okay, bottom of the deck. Ooh, not a nice card, I've got to say. Okay, Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, in the positive side of this is that you've finished a cycle without any doubt. So I hope you are moving out of this energy. The Ten of Swords often talks about going through a period of heartbreak, endings. Could be, you know, in the romance department, but it can definitely be in any area of your life. I think you've really succumbed to some pretty awful treatment or behaviours in the past. And I think at the moment you'd be doing a lot of soul seeking to find out how you can get past this energy. I don't think this is an energy that any one of us wants to be in. It is the energy of betrayal, heartbreak. It's a very spiteful, nasty energy. But as I said, in saying that, this is the end of it here. So hopefully through your reading we'll be able to tell where you're up to in this journey. But at the moment it feels to me this is quite heavy on your soul. So first card out is the King of Pentacles. Now, this can be a Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo. It's very sort of hard to see at the beginning of a reading whether this is the energy or whether it's a person. So it could be a Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo person you're dealing with. It does have predominantly a Taurus on this card, so it could be a Taurus person. It could be a person you've been dealing with very bullish and stubborn, because I definitely see that. It could be that you've spent a lot of money entertaining this person too, because you're very much looking at your pentacles very sadly here. So it could be that you've spent a lot of money and time with this person and they've not been, perhaps going on the Ten of Swords, perhaps they haven't been as grateful as they should have been. Okay, your next card is the Chariot. So you're definitely making moves here to move forward. You're definitely pushing this person out of your life, whoever they are. The Chariot talks about us taking back our power and moving in the direction we want to move in. And you have two choices here with direction. It's not on choice. So I guess looking at that, I'm wondering, do you move forward with someone new or do you stay with this person and just deal with it? But it's definitely that sort of feeling. It could be, you know, do you deal with this person or move on too? So it could be that. But whatever it is, you're definitely taking back your power now. So possibly you've put up with some of this stuff for quite a long time and you're realising you need to move on from it. And in the Ten of Swords, I would say to you, you're not going to move on instantly. It's something where you need to heal now and you need to work on yourself, because there definitely has been a lot of hurt come from past experiences. So you're definitely in an area now where you need to look at that. And perhaps you need to take on the energy of this King of Wands a bit. The King of Wands is a card of a person who really is standing in their power. And the power of, you know, they're very passionate. And there's lots of new growth here, which says to me that maybe that's what you want. You know, new growth, new areas, new people, new things to do, new things to commit to. This card can be the card of Leo, but it's a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius card. Now this could be part of your birth chart or one of the aspects in your birth chart too. But you're definitely drawing in this power at the moment. So you know you need to be very direct, you need to be forthright, you need to be confident in doing what you're doing, and you're pulling in this energy. And maybe this is part of who you are anyway, but maybe it's something you're drawing on because of the situation you're in. Maybe you have to break something off with that Ten of Swords energy. Maybe, you know, you have to stand up to the plate now. Okay, now we do have the card of the past coming in here. So it could be that you have been dealing with somebody from your past, or you're going to deal with somebody from your past, because that's what you're getting yourself ready for. Definitely this feel that you'll want to revisit the past here. It could be that this relationship, or whatever it is you're going through, family breakup, whatever it is that's really been very difficult for you, it could be that you're looking back at the past, at things that happened in the past. So this Ten of Swords energy could be taking you into this energy, looking at how things were, how they've been. This takes you back to your childhood, because you can see the children here. So there may be lots of thinking back to when you were a child, without any doubt. Definitely a very nostalgic, reminiscent feel with that card. Okay, and then we have the Ten of Wands. Wow, Pisces, you are really in a heavy place at the moment. So the Ten of Wands talks about you taking on too much and you're exhausted. As you can see, you've thrown the wands down here because you can't carry them around anymore. You have way too much responsibility on your plate and you are exhausted. So it's time now for you to go back. We're probably going to get a card here that's going to talk about going into reclusiveness now, because I feel like you're sort of at the end of this journey with this and the Ten of Swords. Definitely a feeling of needing to wrap things up and move on and bring some new growth in, or taking charge of this to do this, which is in this card here of power. Definitely showing that you need to take charge, because I feel like it's like you've given up. And it's not a good energy to feel like that at all. Okay, and the next card in is the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands talks about, it can be a message, it can be an offer. It's definitely one of passion. And it could be that you want to reach out to someone, because I can see someone out in the background here. So sometimes it can talk about us wanting to reach out to somebody. And this may be by writing a letter or something, or text, or whatever you're doing. But you definitely want to make contact with someone. But this is passionate. It may only be a page, so it's only in the beginning stages, but it's something you're feeling quite drawn towards and quite passionate about. Okay. Oh, and then in comes the Tower. Could your reading get any heavier? Okay. Now, somehow or another with this Tower, there's some sort of change in the way you've built things, your expectations, your stability, your foundation is falling away here for some reason. I'm not sure what's happening for you, but whatever it is making you question a lot. And often the Tower comes in because we're not seeing what we want to see. We're ignoring it. And the universe goes, right, if you keep ignoring this, we're going to make it happen. And they will bring in something to make it happen. Now, this isn't always horrible, although the card looks very drastic. It can just mean you have an epiphany. You have a moment where you realise something is really wrong and needs to be changed, or something isn't right. But whatever it is, the Tower brings in often is a good card, because it brings in changes that are long awaited. And this could be in regard to stability, without any doubt here. The Three of Pentacles talks about stability, buildings with someone. It can be the card of teamwork. It can be the card of project work, being able to build something with someone else. Sometimes this can be the card of three-party relationships, where you or someone else in your life is deciding between two people, or has two people on the go. There isn't a lot of cards here to say that this is the case, but we can see as we're going. So maybe you're to the point where you need to cut one person out of your life to move on with someone else. It could be that you need to cut someone else out of your life because you want to move on to something new. But whatever's happening here, something is going to create an epiphany or some sort of moment where you actually get a greater understanding of this. It could be that you need to build more stability in your own life. Maybe you don't know what you want. Perhaps the Tower's coming in to show you what you want. Okay, and the next card out is the Five of Wands. So you are actually going through a lot of conflict at the moment. So maybe this Tower's coming in to get rid of this past energy that's sitting here. Because I feel like it, whatever it is, it's a heavy energy, Pisces. This is conflict with people generally. It can be self-conflict or conflict in your head about what you want to do. But I feel like you're having problems getting rid of something here that you don't want anymore. Maybe there's some sort of obligation to hold on to this. But whatever it is, you're coming to the realization. If you don't, the Tower's coming in to make you come to a realization. Yep, you're in a codependent relationship. Okay. This is codependency. This is lust. It's addiction. It's a lot of things that you really shouldn't have in your life and that you need to face. So maybe you need to face that you are addicted to things that aren't good for you. And maybe that could be relationships. You could have other issues or problems such as alcohol dependence, food dependency even. Sometimes people just are addicted to drama. So maybe you don't feel like people love you unless they're dramatic about it. But there is definitely this feeling that you need to give something up here. The Devil is a card. I'm just going to have to put a clarifier on it, sorry, because I'm not quite sure where it's going with that. But with the tens coming out, you're to the end of a cycle. But whatever it is that you're not seeing, Pisces, you need to see it because it's going to come in with a wham and it's going to knock you off your feet when it does. I don't know, I just think that perhaps you're reminiscing and wanting to bring back things from the past that can't come back, or there's a back to front card here. I think I need to take that. Ah, that's very interesting. Okay. So it sent out the wish card. And I feel like whatever journey you're on here, no matter how harsh and horrible it is at the moment, they're bringing in a wish for you. Something really amazing is coming towards you here. I can't tell you what that is. I'm not going to clarify it. All I'm going to say to you is when you turn your life around or you turn your thinking around, you get rid of this past energy, this person, situation, fear, whatever it is, your life is turning round. Okay, and the card that comes out is Dragonfly, and it says, have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So definitely a time for you to sit back, have a look at what you're doing, and decide how you're going to do it differently. Because they're going to move you from this feeling of codependence and addiction into a feeling of this, which is your wish come true. Thanks, Pisces.